Picture this. A room just steeped in gloom. You can almost feel the air, heavy with suffering. The people there, their faces are just worn down, way beyond their years.
Yeah, the sources paint a really grim picture. Children looking older or younger than they are. A 15-year-old like a 12-year-old, a 16-year-old like 20. As if life's just rushing them through.
Exactly. It's more than just poverty, it feels like. Like a scene of utter human misery. And then suddenly things get really intense.
Yeah.
The eldest daughter rushes in, yelling about a benefactor coming.
Right, the arrival of potential help.
But the father, his reaction is just bizarre. He almost looks manic. Happy, but in a terrifying way. He puts out the fire, smashes their only chair.
Destroying what little they have.
And then, this is the chilling part, he tells his youngest daughter, just a little girl, trembling, to break the window pane.
Oh, wow.
She does it. Glass shatters in her hand.
Yeah.
It's bleeding. Badly.
And the father, what does he do?
He just says good, tells her to go to bed. While his wife is crying out about her daughter's bleeding wrists.
Good. Unbelievable.
And then right in the middle of this chaos, he shouts, "Quiet. I have abolished freedom of the press."
Freedom of the press, it makes no sense.
None at all. It's so unsettling. So let's unpack this. What does this snapshot, based on our documents, tell us about how far people go? About survival.
That's a great question to start with.
These moments, they're just fragments, really, from one of the most, monumental books ever written, The Misérables by Victor Hugo.
A true giant of literature.
Right. Even if you know the musical or a film version, these specific details in the text, they hit differently. It's not just a story. It digs deep into justice, dignity, revolution, the human spirit, really.
Absolutely. It's a classic that still has so much to say about struggle and hope.
So that's our focus today.
Exactly. Our mission here is to really pull out the key insights from these powerful scenes. If we connect this to the bigger picture, you'll see how these moments, drawn from this huge narrative, they get right to the core of being human during hard times.
So we're looking at the motivations, the twists.
Yeah, the hidden reasons, the shocking turns, and the big questions these characters force us to ask. We'll guide you through it.
Okay, let's go back to that first scene then. Really immerse ourselves. The sources describe this family living in just utter squalor. It's so oppressive.
Even Marius, the observer in this scene, feels suffocated by it. He's almost out the door when the news about the benefactor arrives.
And that triggers the father's performance.
Performance is the right word. It's masterful in a deeply disturbing way. The calculation behind it is what's so fascinating and frankly chilling.
Putting out the fire, smashing the chair.
Right, and then ordering his little girl to break the window. The sources mention her trembling hand, the blood. It's graphic.
And his reaction, good. Then telling her to go to bed, ignoring the injury almost.
Well, he does eventually tear a piece from his wife's shirt to bandage it, showing a kind of brutal practicality. But yeah, the initial good is cold.
And the freedom of the press line, where does that come from?
It's utterly bizarre, isn't it? Maybe it's a sign of his mind fracturing under the pressure, a desperate grasp for control, any control in a world that gives him none. Asserting power, even nonsensically.
He surveys the scene he's created?
Yeah, like an artist, almost. The sources say he looks it over and declares, okay, we are now ready to receive Monsieur the benefactor.
So it was all calculated.
Absolutely. He's amplifying the misery, staging the suffering. He knows rich people make promises, make you wait, bring useless clothes. He's cynical. He's trying to game the system, desperate to get actual money this time.
He even mutters about his wife's past identity, adding another layer of instability.
It hints at a deeper dysfunction, a reality that's maybe shaky for everyone in that room.
And then the door opens. The benefactor arrives.
Yes. And boom, instant transformation. It's theatrical. The father's whole demeanor changes.
Bowing low.
Deep bows, yes. A complete caricature of gratitude. And then he launches into this incredibly dramatic, self-pitying speech.
What does he say exactly?
Things like, we are freezing, sir. My only chair is broken. My window is broken. My wife is sick in bed. He lays it on thick.
And the daughter's hand.
Oh, he uses that too. As if that wasn't enough. My little daughter cut her hand in the machine where she works for 6 pennies a day. Maybe her hand will be cut off, the poor child.
Wow. He directly links the broken window injury to her work.
He does. It's pure manipulation. And the little girl, bless her, she just quietly says, really? Like she's confused by the lie, even as she holds up her freshly bandaged hand.
And the father glances at the hand.
Exactly. Making sure the benefactor sees it, using his own child's pain as a prop. It's deeply troubling.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? This calculated misery, this performance, what does it say about what people are pushed to, not just surviving, but exploiting their own situation?
It's that chilling intersection of total despair and, well, cunning deception. It forces you to think about dignity, poverty, and the moral lines that can blur when you're fighting just to exist.
Okay, let's shift scenes dramatically.
Yeah.
From that claustrophobic room, the sources take us somewhere completely different. A revolutionary barricade.
Right. The atmosphere here isn't just misery, it's electric, full of ideology, danger, conviction.
A place where people are ready to die for what they believe.
Exactly. And it's populated by these intense characters. Take Granter. He's completely drunk, leaning out a window, talking nonsense.
Doesn't sound very revolutionary.
Not at first glance. Enjolras, the leader, calls him out on it, tells him to sober up, stop dishonoring the cause.
And Granter?
He pushes back in his own way. Says something like, you know I believe in you. Let me sleep here, then I'll be ready to die with you.
So belief, but maybe not the intellectual kind Enjolras wants.
Precisely. Enjolras dismisses him quite harshly. My friend, you don't know how to believe, think, want, live, or die. It's cutting. But Granter just says, with this surprising seriousness, you'll see, it shows the different kinds of people drawn to revolution, the idealists, and maybe those driven by something simpler, like loyalty.
And then the tension ramps up.
Oh, massively. While Enjolras is talking to Gavroche, the street kid who's busy making cartridges, this bold-faced man just walks right into their headquarters.
Bold is right, walking into a revolutionary hideout.
And Gavroche, sharp as ever, immediately pegs him, whispers to Enjolras, points him out. He's from the police.
Just like that. Wow.
Enjolras confronts him straight away. Who are you?
And a man.
He laughs, almost scoffs. Then, with this strange pride, he says, I believe you know my identity. Yes, I am a government official. I am the police. My name is Javert.
Javert. There he is, the embodiment of rigid law. What happens then? How do they confirm it?
It's swift. Enjolras signals, 4 guys grab Javert, tie him up tight, they search him.
And they find
His police ID card. Javert, police chief, 52 years old, just as he said. They find some gold too, but they leave it. It's not about robbery. It's about who he is.
They tie him to a pole.
Right in the middle of the room, and Gavroche is just thrilled, shouting, cat caught by the mouse! Cruel, maybe, but you see the power shift.
And Javert. How does he react to being captured?
Complete silence. Stoic. Accepts his fate. He's a man of duty, even when it leads him here.
Then Enjolras pronounces the sentence.
He does. Turns to his men, says, this is a spy. He's from the police. Then looks right at Javert. 2 minutes before the barricade is taken, we will shoot you.
Chillingly precise.
But Javert doesn't flinch. He actually challenges them. Why not sooner?
He wants it over with.
Seems like it. When Enjolras says they need to save bullets, Javert taunts him. Fine, use a knife.
He's provoking them?
Absolutely. But Enjolras refuses to be provoked in that way. He crosses his arms and delivers this powerful line. On us as police officer, we are not murderers. We are judges.
Wow. That draws a clear line, doesn't it?
It's a profound statement. Even in the heat of revolution, they see themselves as acting justly, holding a trial, not just committing violence. They're claiming the moral high ground.
So this whole standoff, what does it really reveal? It makes you think about justice, authority.
Yeah.
What lines people draw, what they'll die for.
It's a microcosm of the whole conflict, isn't it? Revolution versus the established order, ideals versus the law, huge stakes.
Meanwhile, as all this is happening at the barricade, there's Marius. His journey is much more personal, but it leads him to the same place.
Yes, Marius is in a very different state. The sources say he's mad with grief, utterly consumed by sorrow. He's actually looking for death.
Seeking death.
He is. And he hears this voice of fate telling him to go to the barricade. It's incredibly ironic. Seeking an end, he's pulled towards this intense, violent struggle.
He's just wandering the streets.
Aimlessly, yeah. Through deserted streets that feel like a prison, even though they're empty, there's this oppressive emptiness.
And there's a detail about pistols.
Yeah. Yes. A fascinating bit of irony. He's carrying pistols that Javert himself gave him months before.
Javert again. The connections are intricate.
They really are. It adds this layer of fate, or perhaps just coincidence, linking these characters even before they meet at the barricade.
He sees someone on his walk.
Just a fleeting figure rushing past, gender unclear. It just adds to the slightly unreal, mysterious atmosphere of his night journey, like ghosts in the city.
And then he arrives at the barricade itself.
And sees something truly strange. White shapes in the darkness.
Roasts.
No, horses. The white horses that pulled the omnibus earlier, they've somehow wandered back to the barricade. It's described as both beautiful and terrifying. Surreal.
That is surreal.
Marius runs past them like an arrow driven by, well, who knows what. Then bang, a rifle shot, a flash of fire in the dark.
And this is where he finds death.
Paradoxically, no. In that moment of violence aimed near him, he feels life. A terrifying, vital sense of being alive. His search for an end leads him right into the heart of life and death.
That's fascinating, how personal despair connects with these huge historical events. His private grief finds an outlet, or maybe a transformation, in public conflict.
Exactly. He was looking for oblivion, but instead he finds this intense, terrifying reason to keep going right there in the chaos. It's a profound turn.
So we've journeyed through some really intense territory today, based on these sources. From that desperate family plotting in the shadows
That calculated misery.
to the fiery convictions and deadly judgments at the barricade.
That clash of ideologies.
And finally, Marius's haunted walk towards a fate he didn't expect. It's been quite a mix, the bizarre, the heroic, the deeply human struggle.
It really has. This deep dive into these documents, it just underscores how complex human nature gets in extreme times. You see the worst, maybe the best, certainly the most desperate and determined facets.
Stark portraits, for sure.
They absolutely are. Stark portraits of desperation, conviction, and maybe destiny itself. It really makes you wonder, what resonates most with you? What questions do these scenes leave you thinking about?
Yeah. Definitely food for thought. Well, for more content like this, remember to subscribe to our mini podcast English channel. Please give it a like if you enjoyed this deep dive, and we're always looking forward to your comments.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
And we encourage you to check out our other videos for more explorations into fascinating topics. Thanks for joining us.